Hey guys, so I wanted to come on here just give you my initial thoughts. I just saw the Flash trailer, the second and potentially final trailer for the Flash, and I have to say this looks good. I mean, I know people have their opinions about Ezra Miller and what he's done, and what he should be punished for and everything, and that Warner Brothers should stop trying to protect him. Just let him face the consequences of what he's done. But outside of that, if we put that aside, this trailer looks really good. It definitely. I mean, if you weren't hyped about the Flash right now, or no, well, I wouldn't say right now. Of course, you are with watching this trailer. But if you weren't hyped for it previously, you're hyped for it now. There's no doubt. There's no doubt you're hyped for it. I mean, there are moments in this trailer that really just make you want to buy a ticket right now, frame it, or put it somewhere safe, and then when the day comes for opening night on Thursday night, the 15th of June, grab that ticket and go. It's got that kind of a feel to it, if you will, because it looks really good. You got Michael Keaton saying his re-saying his line from the first Batman film, which is "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts." Love that. Um, it's just overall. I hate to say it, because I know people have their feelings about Ezra Miller, but I have to say it. This was perfection. This was downright perfection, in my opinion, for a trailer in the DC in the current DCU, if you will, DCEU, as it's known. In the current DCEU, this is a heck of a trailer for this current version of the DCEU to go out on. I mean, I know we got Blue Beetle. Excuse me there. I know we got Blue Beetle and Aquaman left to go. How the Flash's actions after this movie's all said and done connects to those movies continuity wise, we'll have to see. And yeah, again, this has got me psyched, got me hyped up. And apparently, this is gonna be the movie, more so than the other two that come afterwards, that's going to pave the way into the James Gunn and Peter Safran DC universe. Um, I guess you could say phase of movies or chapters of movies, if you will, starting with the Gods and Monsters chapter. So yeah, cannot wait to see this film. Looks like I said, you don't say it often about a superhero film's trailer, first or final one, but this final one, if it is it, is really good. And currently, right now, as I've mentioned before, you got people right now at CinemaCon watching an advanced screening of the film itself. And honestly, they can't really tell you what's going to happen unless someone decides to go on Wikipedia and spoil it, which I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Um, but you got people going out there, at cinema, going out there to CinemaCon and watching this advanced screening. I guarantee you, they're either going to come back and say the movie lived up to the hype of the trailers, or basically they're going to say something along the lines of the movie lived up to the hype that the trailers gave it, or they're going to say that Warner Brothers is still as deceiving in its marketing than it's ever been before. But whatever the case is, I'm looking. excuse me. I'm looking forward to this. When it comes out, I really am because, again, just to see the OG. I wouldn't see the OOOG, like Adam West, but the OG 80s to early 90s Batman back in there. Can't, that's got me more hyped than anything. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be a great film. So we'll see what they do. Again, like I said, outside of Blue Beetle and Aquaman, Lost Kingdom of Atlantis, I think, well, Aquaman, Lost Kingdom. Um, this is supposed to be the one that sets the tone for the new DC universe, cinematic universe of movies under James Gunn and Peter Safran, starting next year and mostly in 2025. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, and again, we'll see how this affects the movies that come afterwards. Because James Gunn knows, obviously, working at Marvel or working on the MCU films, that just because a movie comes out after one movie, which the previous movie sets in turn the events that happen in the following movies and all that. He knows that just because, the Flash might have an effect that leads us into DCU doesn't mean we're going to see the full effect of it, in the Flash, that we're going to have to wait till the other movies come out to see the effect it may have on those as well. Because, again, he was part of the MCU when they did Avengers Infinity War. We saw the effects of what happened with the initial snap by Thanos in Infinity War, and how that was carried on into movies like Ant-Man and Wasp, you know. So, so to me, I've got a feeling that we're going to get something similar here with the Flash. Like whatever happens here at the end with the Flash, it's going to have an effect with Blue Beetle, and mostly, somewhat Blue Beetle, and mostly with Aquaman later on. You're going to see the effects coming out of that, in those movies, probably towards the end or in after credit scenes or something that helps set up the new DC cinematic universe that James Gunn and Peter Safran are going to be behind. But yeah, I thought the trailer looked great, guys, and I'm like I said, I'm really stoked for the film, despite how we feel about Ezra Miller. Like I said, if Warner Brothers would just stop protecting him and just let him face his consequences, his punishment, spend time in jail for what he's done, then we wouldn't say anything. We wouldn't have anything really negative to say about this overall. But outside of that, if you just put that aside and ignore that, this trailer looks awesome. It looks great. So that's all I'm going to really say, guys. Let me know what your thoughts were on the final trailer for The Flash. Let me know if any of you went to CinemaCon to see the movie. And until next time, I'm out.